Exquisite Corpse is a drawing game that uses more than one artist to create a stunningly crazy image. This game was invented by Surrealist artists that wanted to create images based on the subconscious and spontaneous marks made by artists. Here are some contemporary examples by artists Jack and Dinos Chapman. And I have never heard of these artists until I started looking more into this technique. This drawing game was a favorite of artist Frida Kahlo, which makes me love it even more. This was also done with poets and writers who would write one word or one line and then pass it to the next person. This game can be played in person, as it was traditionally, or you can do it digitally if you are quarantined away from all of your favorite other artists. If you're doing this IRL, you'll need to divide or fold your paper into 3 sections. The first artist starts with the head, and it can be the head of anything at all. It does not have to be real. It can be from your imagination, or it could just be like what you know how to draw best. When I do this in class, I tell students, if you have a hard time thinking of something, start with an oval and go from there. I'm drawing this ram skull just because, I don't know, I saw a ram skull recently online and I just thought it was a really cool thing to draw. So I'm struggling along to get my details. And I'm keeping it very basic. I'm just using a pencil, but you can use whatever materials that you have laying around. If you're doing this in person, you may want to set a time limit, like 1 minute for each artist, or whatever makes sense for the group that you are with. When I do this in the classroom, I do about 1 minute per section. You will need to include a neck, and you're going to stop at the folded line so the next artist has a guideline to draw the next section. When I do this in the classroom, everyone starts with the head, and then we pass our sketchbooks to the next artist so that everyone's drawing at the same time. So when you fold your paper over, you can see there's 2 lines, and that's where the torso is going to go. For my torso, I'm going to draw a robot body, and there's no surprises here. I'm the only artist in the room, so I'm the only one drawing all 3 sections. That's certainly an option, but it's definitely not as much fun. The whole point of this drawing game is to get unexpected results because you're using the brains and the talents of other people, other artists. The torso is really fun because it's the body, it's the chest, it stops at the waist, but think about what the arms of whatever creature you're drawing could be doing or holding. I always do this drawing game on the first day of class because it's such a perfect warm-up. You can get to know your students, you can see their personalities. Some people think this game is so much fun, and for others it really stresses them out. The last section is for the legs, and you do want to include 2 lines to extend the waist to the legs. Now I'm saying legs here, but this can be the ending to whatever creature you've decided to draw. So I'm doing 2 human-like legs, but it could be a ballet dancer, a squid, a mermaid. It could have a snake body, a horse body. However you want to end the drawing is really up to the last artist. And you can also think about what is the surface that this creature is standing on. For me, there's no surprises because I'm the sad only artist doing this drawing. But the fun part is when you open it up and you see the craziness that 3 artists put together. This is always the most fun because the craziness just cannot be predicted. So I want to do this digitally, and since, like everyone else, I'm quarantined at my house, I sent out messages to some friends and family asking them to draw certain things. My sister-in-law, Kayla, majorly delivered with these legs. Check out those amazing roller skates. My sister Amber, she's been really into digital art, and she made this with her iPad, and it's the cutest kangaroo. And then my brother Daniel sent me this insane head, which is just awesome. He's a graphic designer. So when I put this hilarious man's head on this adorable kangaroo body, it is just hysterical. And you don't need a fancy app or anything to make these combinations. Certainly you could get all involved with Photoshop or Illustrator, or you can just combine the images using a free app on your phone or any of the Google products. And here's one using the head that my brother drew. a torso that I came up with, and then the skating legs of my sister-in-law. The torso and the legs match together really well, but you can see the neck isn't quite as connected. So if you're doing this digitally, you have to let go a little bit and just embrace having fun, drawing the pieces with people, even if they can't be in the same room as you. This collaborative drawing game is so much fun, and it's a great icebreaker for an art class. It's a great way to stay connected with your friends drawing, whether they're in the same room with you or 1,000 miles away like my family. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. Your support is awesome. Check out my website, thatartteacher.com, for student examples, lesson plans, and everything that's been in my head the last 11 years that I've been teaching.